What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Happy Friday to you. It is first thing Friday morning. Just woke up, had a couple cups of coffee. Wanted to tell you about my road trip up to the Pocono Mountains, which is where we are now. Give you little notes about the truck, MPG, stuff like that, so stay tuned. So guys, if you haven't gotten married yet, you're gonna get married one day, I'm sure. So this is what a couple days away looks like with your wife. She packs like we're going to Europe. And this is just the bed of the truck. All right, guys. So what I did was I tracked the MPG. I tracked the duration of the trip, the mileage, all that stuff, just so we could get a better idea of what the MPG is on this truck over a long drive. Now, what I did was I had my tonneau cover on the whole trip, of course, just to see, what the number would be. And then on the way back, I'm going to drive with no tonneau cover to see if there's any variance in the MPG number. Now, I'm not doing this scientifically. I'm not going to be able to recreate the same trip up as I am back. Now, mind you, I came up into the mountains on the way back. I'm going to be going out of the mountains, so I'm probably going to get better MPG. But it's just for fun. Just want to see if there's any major difference in number. But so we're going to do that. This is like part 1 of 2. The other video will be later in the weekend. But on my phone here, I have all the MPG numbers. So the trip was 181.6 miles. I got 17.6 MPG, and the duration of the engine running, so when I started at my house until I got here, was 3 hours and 27 minutes. Now, for most of the trip, all the way through Jersey, actually right up to the Pennsylvania border, I was about 18.3 to 18.4. I was doing pretty good, and then I started to hit massive traffic, so that kind of drove the number down. So, with the way the traffic was, I'm feeling like it was like an 18 MPG kind of trip, which was great. The suspension performed unbelievably flawless. It is just crazy to me how an aggressive suspension like this could be so smooth on the road. The power of the 5.7 liter engine on the highway to pass cars and keep speed, unbelievable. I haven't taken this thing on a road trip in a while, so it was absolutely fantastic to get out there and just drive it, I just enjoy driving the truck. So everything was great. Nothing was bad in the road trip. Brakes performed well. It was great around turns. When you get up in the mountains here, if you're from other parts of the country, that's very flat. When you get up in the mountains here, that a lot of engines will struggle to get up hills, and trucks like this have body roll issues around all the corners. This thing felt like a race car. Tight to the road. I never felt any crazy body sway. That TRD sway bar does wonders. So, overall, the point of this video and the follow-up video was to just see if the tonneau cover did, anything as far as numbers go. I also wanted to see, obviously, what the MPG would be. And for an aggressive suspension with the front end lifted up and evened out like this, 18 MPG, high 17, low 18 MPG is very good for it, you could get trucks out there that go up into the 20s in MPG, but there's just no power. Like, I want power and torque. When I had a slow car in front of me and wanted to get around it, this truck took me there, It sounds great. Actually, when we were in traffic, some guy rolled up next to me. Nice truck. So that was pretty cool. Humbling. But, yeah, overall, if you're in the market for a TRD Pro and you're worried about how it will be on the pavement, it's really not that bad. I mean, on slower traffic, like so when you're doing some city driving, it's a little bumpy, but you get used to it. On the highway, dude, it was awesome. Just very compliant over the bumps. Absolutely love it. So, big high five to this truck for this road trip. And we'll see how it does on the way home, see if I can get up into the 20s. That's going to be my goal. I'm going to have no tonneau cover on, and I want to see if I can get up into the 20s. By the way, I did not drive like I was on an MPG run at all. I drove it normal. When I do MPG runs, I do them as normal as possible. Normal driving. If I have to get out in the fast lane and fly around a car, I'll do it. Things like that. Because when you see MPG tests where people feather the throttle and, try to give it as little gas as possible, it makes no sense because it's not real world. There we go. But yeah, I'm not about that. I want to see what it's really going to be like, and I'm pretty happy with the MPG. I'm sure there will be a few of you who are non-Tundra owners who will tell me how bad the MPG is, and that's fine. But I got 400 horsepower and a ton of torque here, and I'm not mad, and I really can't hear you. So make sure you comment below the video and tell me what you think. I also want to hear from current TRD Pro owners, if you've taken your truck on road trips, do you agree with me about how good the suspension is on the highway? So comment below the video or find me on Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34. Guys, have a good one.